Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a licensed veterinary technician, and I'm here to show you how to read a pet food label. There are some things that you should be looking for on the label that will help you to choose from among the many pet food options that are available in most retail stores. The FDA and AAFCO, which is the American Association of Feed Control Officials, regulate the way pet foods are labeled, so they'll all have some elements in common. Let's first look at the product name. The name tells you what's in the food, maybe. This food, for example, contains 95% beef. So beef is 95% of what's in the can. This food is a formula. Formulas, platters, recipes, meals, all of those qualifying words mean that the named ingredient has to be at least 25% of what's in the food. If a food says with, that means that the named ingredient may only be 3% of what is actually in the food. So with ocean fish and salmon may actually be primarily chicken-based. And if the food says flavor, like beef flavor, there doesn't need to be any of that named ingredient in the food. It just needs to taste like that to your pet. Some names don't tell you anything about what's in it. Dinner time kitten food does not tell you anything about what is in this kitten's food. All pet food labels must state that they're either complete and balanced or that they're for intermittent or supplemental use only. This is called the AAFCO statement. So you will often find it on the label, specifically as AAFCO statement. And it will say that the food is complete and balanced for a species and a life stage or for all life stages. Ideally, you want to see a food that is for your specific pet and their life stage, like dog food, cat food, kitten food, or puppy food. If it's not complete and balanced, according to the AAFCO statement, it must say for intermittent or supplemental use only. These are some therapeutic foods, treats, snacks, top dressings, and they're not meant to be the sole diet of the pet. This one says, for example, that it should be fed according to the veterinarian's instructions, and it is only for supplemental use. Dogs and cats have different nutrient requirements, and puppies and kittens have different requirements from adult dogs and cats. Some labels will also indicate that they are for seniors, although that is not an official life stage. So you're looking for a label that is specifically for your cat. So for example, if you have an adult cat, you want to see a label that is for adult cats. If it says for all life stages, it's actually formulated for growth, and it might be too much for an adult or a senior pet. The ingredients list can be confusing because the terms used have specific definitions according to AAFCO, but those might not be clear to most consumers. There are glossaries available to help you decipher the terms, or you can ask your veterinarian. The Guaranteed Analysis, or GA, lists some of the nutrients by percentage. The most important thing for you to remember about the Guaranteed Analysis is that you can't compare those percents from one label to another label unless they have the same amount of moisture, because water dilutes out the nutrients. There is a calculation that you can do if you want to be able to compare products on an apples-to-apples basis. Ask your veterinarian for information. Most pet food labels will list the calorie content per can or per cup, and they may provide a feeding guideline chart. This is a guideline, and your pet may need less or more depending on their body condition. Ask your veterinarian to help you determine how much food is appropriate for your pet, which depends on their body condition, their activity level, and their life stage. Finally, be aware that most pet food manufacturers spend a lot of time and effort into making your label attractive and appealing to you, the consumer, and this information is more for you than it is for your pet. So there are colors and pictures and diagrams and things that may or may not be relevant in helping you decide if the food is appropriate for your pet. If you're not sure if something on the label is fact or fluff, ask your veterinarian. To learn more about pet healthcare, please visit texvetpets.org. It's the most accurate and reliable pet health information online. Until next time, here's to our furry friends.